Milk spoils fast, sometimes in just a few days. For most of human history, that was just how milk worked. You had to drink it fresh, or you lost it. So how did people turn it into something that lasts months, or even years? Condensed milk was invented to solve exactly that problem. But what actually happens inside a factory to make it shelf-stable is more fascinating than you'd expect. From removing water to completely transforming its texture, the flavor, and shelf life, here's how condensed milk is made. Condensed milk was invented in 1856 by a man named Gale Borden. Borden wasn't a scientist, he was an inventor trying to solve a very specific problem. How do you transport milk without it spoiling? In the mid-1800s, refrigeration didn't exist. Milk went bad very quickly, especially in the heat. People were getting sick. Babies were dying from contaminated milk. Borden had an idea. What if you removed most of the water? What if you concentrated the milk down to a thick, stable form? He experimented with heating the milk under low pressure to evaporate the water. Then he added sugar, not just for sweetness, but as a preservative. The result was a thick, shelf-stable product that could last for months, even years. He patented it, called it condensed milk, and it changed everything. During the Civil War, the U.S. military bought it by the ton to feed soldiers. After the war, it became a household staple. Today, over 160 years later, the process is almost identical. Remove the water, add the sugar, seal it in a can, but at a much more massive scale. Tanker trucks carrying thousands of gallons of fresh milk arrive at factories every day. The milk gets pooled from dozens of dairy suppliers, all meeting strict quality standards. The trucks pull up to unloading bays where hoses connect, pumps activate, and the milk flows directly into giant stainless steel vats, some holding over 10,000 gallons at a time. Because the quality of the final product depends entirely on the quality of the milk going in, the milk is kept cold, constantly monitored, tested for bacteria, fat content, and purity. Once it passes inspection, the transformation begins. The milk gets pumped into massive evaporators, industrial machines designed to remove water gently in order to preserve the milk's natural flavor and nutrition. The milk flows through heated tubes inside a vacuum chamber. The vacuum lowers the boiling point, so the milk heats up to only about 130 to 150 degrees Fahrenheit, 55 to 65 degrees Celsius, instead of the usual 212 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius. Why does this matter? Because high heat would scorch the milk. It would change the flavor, the color, the texture. It would ruin it. But under low pressure, the water evaporates gently. Steam rises, the milk thickens, and this all happens fast. The milk moves through the evaporator in a continuous flow, losing about 60% of its water content in just minutes. What started as thin, white liquid becomes thick, creamy, concentrated. But it's not condensed milk quite yet. In the next step, sugar gets added in precise amounts, usually around 40 to 45% of the final product by weight. This isn't just for sweetness. Sugar acts as a preservative. It binds to water molecules, making them unavailable to bacteria. Without free water, bacteria can't grow and therefore can't spoil the milk. The sugar and concentrated milk get mixed together and blended until smooth, uniform. And this has now become condensed milk, but it's still hot, so it needs to be cooled before it can be canned. The condensed milk moves into cooling tanks. These are jacketed vessels. The temperature drops rapidly and the milk thickens even more as it cools. Texture is everything here. Too thick and it won't pour. Too thin and it won't have that signature creamy consistency. So the cooling process is constantly monitored, adjusted in real time. Once the right temperature and viscosity are reached, the milk is ready for canning. It gets pumped into high-speed filling machines. Cans move down the line fast, continuous, perfectly spaced. Each can stops beneath a nozzle, where the condensed milk flows in, measured to the exact gram. From here, the cans move to the sealing station. Lids get crimped on, airtight. No oxygen gets in, no contaminants. The sealed cans then go through a final heat treatment. From fresh milk to finished product, the whole process takes just a few hours, thousands of cans every single day. So condensed milk was invented to solve a preservation problem. But today, it's become something much bigger than just a shelf-stable backup. It's a staple ingredient in kitchens around the world, and the way different cultures use it is fascinating. In Vietnam, condensed milk is the way to sweeten coffee. Vietnamese iced coffee is made by brewing strong, dark coffee through a small metal filter, then mixing it with condensed milk and pouring it over ice. The result? Sweet, rich, creamy, intensely caffeinated. And it's not just popular in Vietnam. You'll find it in Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, across the region. In Thailand, it's used in Thai iced tea. That bright orange drink you see at Thai restaurants? Condensed milk is what makes it creamy and sweet. In Latin America, condensed milk is the base for one of the most beloved sweets, dulce de leche. A can of condensed milk is simmered, unopened, in boiling water for a few hours. The heat caramelizes the sugar inside, turning the milk thick, golden, and spreadable. It's used in cakes, cookies, pastries, ice cream. It's drizzled over pancakes, spread on toast, eaten straight from the jar. In Brazil, condensed milk is the key ingredient in brigadeiros, chocolate truffles rolled in sprinkles. In Mexico, it's used in tres leches cake and flan. It's not just a convenience product, it's a flavor that defines entire categories of desserts. In India, condensed milk shows up in traditional sweets like barfi and pita. It's also stirred into masala chai for extra richness. Some street vendors use it instead of regular milk and sugar. It's faster, sweeter, and gives the tea a thicker body. And because India has a massive dairy industry but inconsistent refrigeration in rural areas, condensed milk became a practical solution that also happened to taste great. In the United States, condensed milk is most famous for one thing: key lime pie. The acidity of the lime juice reacts with the condensed milk, thickening it without needing to bake it for long. It's also the secret ingredient in no-bake fudge, magic cookie bars, and pumpkin pie. During the holidays, condensed milk flies off the shelves. It's in everything from homemade caramel to eggnog to festive candy. What started as a Civil War ration has become a global ingredient. It's in Vietnamese coffee shops, Brazilian bakeries, Indian sweet stalls, American holiday kitchens. It's versatile, it's reliable, and because it lasts so long, it's always there when you need it. Condensed milk didn't just solve a problem, it created possibilities. And that's why, over 160 years later, it's still one of the most popular canned products in the world. So now I'd love to hear from you. How do you use condensed milk? In coffee, desserts? Share your favorite use in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown of how everyday foods are actually made, hit that like button and subscribe. We've got more factory deep dives, food science, and behind-the-scenes processes coming your way. Until next time, thanks for watching.